He has 2 cases, an assault family violence that was a prior bond forfeiture, and a failure to ID. I was appointed this morning on those cases and we have filed bail orders.
Okay.
On the older, we're requesting PR bonds, sir. On the old assault family violence, he did let me know, he was in communication with his attorney and his appearances were being waived over an ERD court. I do show a reset from July 1st saying he doesn't need to appear and setting it for July 3rd where he does need to appear and his signatures are not on it. And he said he did not know. But
He picked up a felony violation of a bond condition.
that's correct, Your Honor. That was filed as a to-be warrant.
I don't know anything about the cases and I haven't spoken to him in a very long time. Does he speak English?
He does, yes, sir.
Great. I'm going to have them. Is he bringing him up? He has not made bond on the felony case, so.
That's correct.
Good morning, Mr. Mendoza.
One time.
Sir, you're charged with 2 cases with us. You were charged with assault of a family member. You're now also charged with failure to identify oneself to a peace officer while being a fugitive from justice. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A, so you're also facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. This case the assault is a year old. I have no idea what is going on with it, so I'm going to have you refresh my memory real quick. What happened, please?
On the AFM?
Please. On all 3.
So on the AFM, which is the original charge, on April 6, 2024, officers spoke with a complainant witness who stated she was involved in a physical altercation with the defendant after the defendant became upset with her over food and struck her several times with a closed fist in the nose and mouth, causing her pain and visible injury. Officer observed the complainant witness to have a swollen bottom lip with a small laceration, and she was holding a bloody towel that she used for her nose. Defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license, and the defendant and the complainant witness have been in a dating relationship for 8 years. So that's the oldest AFM. Do you want me to do the felony?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So on the felony, on June 4th, 2024, officer responded to a disturbance call and spoke with the complaining witness. Complaining witness stated the husband threw her on the wall after she called his mom to complain of his behavior. Complaining witness said she had a protective.
Shh. I didn't hear any of it.
Officer, on June 4th, 2024, officer responded to a disturbance call and spoke with the complaining witness. Complaining witness stated that her husband threw her against the wall after she called his mom to complain of his behavior. And then she stated that she had a protective order against the defendant. And then the failed to ID on April 11th, 2025, officer dispatched to an unknown disturbance call for service. Officers arrived on scene, knocked on the door. Officers observed a male come to the door, but quickly move out of the way, not wanting to answer the door. Officers observed the defendant walking out of the door, stating that he was only having a verbal argument with his wife.
So
Officers-
now a new fight and that's what brings the cops to the house?
I believe so. Officer spoke to the female on scene. Officer stated the female was not answering questions due to not wanting to get the defendant in trouble. Officer observed the name and date of birth the defendant provided to officers for not coming through a TCIC search. Officers advised the defendant that if he does not have proper name and date of birth, he'll be charged with failure to identify. The defendant then confessed and provided his real name and date of birth. The defendant stated he did not want to go to jail for a warrant that he had. And then the officer observed that he had a felony and a misdemeanor warrant.
The reason I'm trying to, you speak English, right?
Yes, sir.
The reason I'm trying to figure what's going on is because she's asking me to give you a PR bond, but
Yeah.
we've given you bond after bond after bond. You've been in flight status for about nearly a year. And now when the cops come to try to talk to you, you try to evade again. You know what I mean? Are we just going to continue to give you chance after chance? You continue to you just don't give a shice about bond conditions, man.
A PR bond is basically a you can go home, just promise to come back deal. This judge is saying we trusted you repeatedly and you ghosted the court and lied to police. From a legal perspective, that's the fastest way to turn a generous bond judge into a you're staying in jail judge. Would you still be giving this guy another chance at this point?
Really? I mean, I get it that he may have not signed it or whatnot, but you can't just be out of sight, out of mind for an entire year and expect good things to happen. I mean, really, we've given you PR bond after PR bond. It would just, at some point, I have to say when, so that we mean business. There's no more revolving doors, really.
The original AFM, it looks like they did do a written call The complainant advised that the reason that she had a bloody nose is because she does drugs and was doing cocaine. He did have the PR bond. The VPO was a 2D warrant, so he wasn't given bond and didn't come on that one.
Yeah, but he had a warrant up for both. Apparently knew about them. So I'm
Well,
not.
it didn't say that he knew about the felony warrant,
Well, I don't know,
He had
but
a warrant out.
but you can't make believe that he knew.
I mean, I can, if you want a bond reduction, I'm willing to give you a bond reduction. I'm not going to give you another PR bond, dude. Really, I'm just, no more PR bonds. And you know, you've got these cases out. Just, you can't out of sight, out of mind. And the only reason you're here now is because you got into another damn argument. So, Mr. Mendoza, I am now issuing another protective order on this case. And I want you to understand that the Texas Constitution does not allow me, but in extremely limited circumstances, to have a hearing to hold someone at zero bond. This is now one of those cases. If you continue to violate protective orders, we can have a hearing to hold you at no bond.
A protective order says stay away or else, and the judge is warning that the next step could be no bond at all, meaning he sits in jail until trial. Viewers, do you think zero bond is fair when someone keeps breaking protective orders, or is that too extreme?
Do you understand? I don't want you to have contact with this person. No means no. Doesn't mean, please, baby, get me out of jail. Every phone call is recorded. Take note when you're making phone calls. Every phone call is recorded. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking for much. All I want are my streets to be safe. And if you can,
Yes, sir.
just don't have any contact, don't have any weapons, and that's it.
Sir.
If you want a bond reduction, I'm happy to give it to you, but I'm not going to just continue to give homeboy PR bond after PR bond after PR bond. Just not, you know.
Would the court be willing to reduce the bonds for $1,000?
I'll cut it in half. So on the assault, 2,500. I'm going to leave the failure to ID as is, but I'm telling you now, I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do, there is a residential restriction. You cannot go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No alcohol, no illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. No contact and no weapons. Do you mind? All I need you to do is file the MOA because we'll have him, pre-trial is going to, make sure that you're in compliance. All right, Mr. Mendoza. So what we'll do is the felony case is set for June. So what we'll do is, I don't like to set the people for more than 30 days so you just don't get forgotten about. Well, we can set you for 30 days, come back, and then, go from there. Okay? All right.
Maybe.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks.
I'm here today on Mr. Devontae Bullock. He was the gentleman that was sent over to take a drug test yesterday, and he's returned to court.
Notice the hard pivot here. We jump from domestic violence and protective orders to a younger defendant with drug use and car burglaries. Same courtroom, completely different life stage. As you watch this second case, ask yourself, is this judge more of a strict parent figure here, or already treating him like a career criminal in the making?
Bullock. Next door, I think they are.
Bullock, Your Honor, Bullock was presumptive positive for THC and it's pending the lab count.
Okay.
And he's here in the back of the court.
And he did disclose to us that he had utilized THC recently.
Hello, Mr. Bullock. You now stand charged with another burglary of a motor vehicle. So they now have you on 2 charges of burglary of motor vehicle. I'm telling you that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. You go out there, you start acting a fool. It's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I just set someone's bond now at nearly $30,000 because they're out there running amok. Don't do it. I'm going to test you 50 days from today. If I find that you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? We need to do probable cause on the new B&B because we haven't done it. So do you mind? On the new case,
The failure to ID.
no. So there is a failure to ID. There's one BMV, and I guess later on in the day goes out and allegedly has another BMV.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
On April 7th, 2025, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a burglary call in Harris County, Texas, and met with the complaining witness, who stated that around 6 a.m. he heard his car alarm going off and observed two males wearing all black making entry into his vehicle. Another law enforcement officer that was dispatched to that location observed two males matching the description in the same area, and the defendant had complaining witness's key fob on his person that was in the middle console of the vehicle. I believe when they broke it.
So that's how they put him, because he's got someone else's key fob.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Then he was identified by movable AFIS.
I think I need to get attached to that third one.
We'll attach you to it now. Yeah. So do you want to file I guess another one because he has a new case?
Your Honor.
one in Fort 16?
Yeah. Or I guess we need to get it over here. You want to do a transfer? Okay. Yeah. You
That's
want
what I was gonna say. On mine, it was still showing.
Yes. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. I don't want you to have any contact with the complaining witnesses in this case, and I don't want you to go anywhere where they live. You pick up a fourth case, I'm going to go haywire. Do you understand? What are you doing with yourself these days?
No, I'm gonna finish school and I'll think about joining the military.
Not while you have all these cases open. Did you not get enough sleep last night?
Not really.
While these cases are open, you must either have a job or get back into school full time. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. And the days of you just sitting doing nothing are not going to happen. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you have done nothing, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
This is the scared straight moment. Legally, he's talking about bond conditions and supervision, but practically, he's saying structure or jail. Imagine being 18, 20, and hearing "who hires burglars" from a judge on record. If you were in this kid's shoes, would this push you to change or just make you feel branded forever?
That's not.
Do you have an ID? Okay, I want you to start going and applying for as many jobs as you can, or you get back into school. While these cases are open, military is not going to take you. I don't think if that's something that you want to go do, that would be great because that would give you great structure, which you probably really need. I mean, the military would be a fantastic idea for you that would really, could potentially put you on a career path that could just lead you to the clouds, really. What you're doing now, you're charged with 2 counts of burglary. You know what that'll do to your career? Who hires burglars? No. You think you won't even get financial aid with that kind of stuff? Really, it will hose your whole career. So, for now, you must either get a full-time job, start looking into going back into school, but you doing nothing, it's not going to happen. Do you understand? All right, so what we'll do is we'll bring him back in 2 weeks. We'll see what he's done. I'm going to test you 50 days. Don't use. And I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're out past curfew, I will revoke all of your bonds. They're going to go high. Okay, thanks. All right, take care, Mr. Bullock.
Got it.